Well, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Monocular S10 Shopping Garage. I'm Mike. My buddy Jeremiah Nunlist is here to get my s10 aveo going with the PCM and a scan tool. So apparently, mine don't have the theft deterrent, it's the stick shift. And I'm hoping that this does work, as you'll see whether it does or not. So I'm going to get this turned around so we can see the process, and thanks again for following me and all my subscribers. And here we go. Get this off of me onto him. And the check engine light is flashing. It don't have the theft deterrent sign on this car.
1.6 or 1.4? 1.6 or 1.4?
Oh, 1.6. I'm also going to find out today whether I'm right or not about the theft deterrent being a stick shift versus an automatic on the theft deterrent light. I did find out on research that back to 04 on the aveos that you have to look for the heater light to come on and or flash to do this. So obviously there's different ways of doing it, and to see if the instructions I got from flagship 1 actually works, but they don't specify other than by the VIN number. So far nothing's worked.
Oh, I thought it was the programming stuff.
Yeah. So what's this reading so far?
It's picking up, it's just basically reading every module in the car. So
Okay.
any codes, anything like that will show up. I'm just scanning everything
Right.
and give it a basic start. Vehicle communication interface module. Immobilizer, that's the one that for your key. We'll see if it's got any scan, like any codes on it.
So y'all watching this video, grab a chair or something, get comfortable, because it's going to be a process. And actually for the handheld scanner part of it is, as you can see right there, it's hooked up to the diagnostic center. From where I'm at, I can barely read the scanner, and probably you all can't either. He's trying to help out with this. Thanks so much. See, the difference between my buddy here and me is I'm old school, 60s to 70s, early 80s, and he's all the high-tech stuff, so teamwork's where it counts.
ECU performance failed, so that was probably an old code with the ECU cellular phone select the service switch. That's weird, never seen that on a car. You do have your clutch switch hooked back up?
Neutral switch is hooked back up, and it's a new one.
Okay.
Establishing vehicle communication. That's a plus.
Device unable to communicate with the control unit. Ensure vehicles on.
Change the neutral mode, so it needs to be in neutral.
Oh, I can change it to neutral mode.
Oh, okay. You're the boss of this one.
Did I kick that box up? That's not communicating all of a sudden.
That's the first time I heard that beep before.
I did that before you got over here.
Oh,
That was off of that box down there.
that's all right. So far. So is this process going to be the same as most, as far as 10 minutes and 30 seconds off, then back on and cycle it 2 more times? Nope. Different, huh? Okay.
I'm going to shut my scanner off and turn it back on. See if there's a reason why it's not communicating. You can pause that for a second.
You want to see the instructions that came with the PCM. Same thing I've already recorded. For what it didn't copy up here is on the notepad over there. The white notepad. Those instructions didn't come with the PCM. They forgot to put it in.
So did they end up sending this to you?
A friend of mine threw his email and then he sent it to me. Screenshot. I get over some one screen, which I doubt. Probably can't see it. As you can see, that's still doing its thing. And he's still reading the computer. I'd love to show you everyone all this and the information, but at times it can't be done.
What's your voltage on your battery right now?
Last time I checked, 12.5.
Because it's not... Like I can connect to it, but it's not allowing me to communicate.
Want me to double check the battery?
Yeah.
Okay. Pause. We're 19 minutes into this, and the battery's still holding at 12.6. Battery still holding at 12.6. Still not letting you communicate?
I'm looking at different things right now.
Okay.
Do you have any paperwork that came in
Nope.
with this?
That's the reason they sent this to me.
And did you send them your VIN number and everything when you got this?
Yep.
They didn't send you a confirmation receipt with the VIN number and stuff on it and the
Nope.
mileage?
Nope.
Is the mileage correct?
Oh, yeah.
The 164? Okay. Because that wouldn't be correct if they didn't program it.
And that was mandatory to give them the complete
Yeah.
VIN number. By them, that the VIN number, their PCM, it's reflashed. When I got it, that it matches everything to my particular car.
You got that grounded and everything?
Yep.
Correctly? It's throwing a circuit malfunction on the computer. Was there a ground wire on this computer at all?
Nope.
Just an internally ground.
Yeah. That's what shocked me, that there's no ground to it. It's internal somewhere.
Yeah, some of them have internal grounds.
Would that be equivalent to a short?
Yeah, basically.
Because you mentioned that the first time.
But they may have sent you a computer that you may have to send it back and get a computer. Because I'm throwing an open circuit short inside the computer itself.
Well, I got the money to do that, and I still haven't received the return paperwork for it yet.
To return it? You already contacted them about returning it?
They will not, under any circumstance, let anyone talk to the tech department. It's got to be by computer. They sit or internet that they send you the, I forgot the term for it, paperwork for a complaint. And then when they get it, then they take it to the tech department and they find a solution, get back to you, and go from there.
The company I dealt with was fantastic. You able to get your starter button on this to where you can crank it from under the hood?
That's a screwdriver.
Oh, you're doing it with a screwdriver? Well,
That's another theft deterrent set up on this car right now.
So, I don't know if you want to shut that off for a minute, but you want to shut...
Okay, right now we got a remote starter jumper on her. She kicked over, she's running. Check engine light on, we're finding out the problem, and so far, by the way it looks right now, the ignition switch harness is bad. So I'm going to look into that. She sounds good for 164 and change on her.
She does sound good. See how it still won't communicate?
Yep.
I don't think your ignition's sending signal to the computer right. Or you could just have another bad
PCM.
PCM.
I've done changed out everything else. Might as well do the switch now.
Switch should be...
Does it shut off with the motor, with the key? It just won't start with it.
That's
So
what I'm
that
wondering,
where it leads
switch.
down to the switch. Makes sense.
And if it's not, if the switch isn't sending the signal out when you first turn the key, then it's going to not allow you to do this either because it's not completing the circuit.
Makes sense.
But so it could be the switch, which I'm trying to
Pinpoint. Yeah.
Trying to get into live data.
Process elimination, old school here.
I'm going to go into live data and see if I can see if the ignition switch is sending the signal. Some vehicles have it where you can do it, some vehicles don't.
Because she told me that try the ignition switch, what it sounds like.
It's not going to let me send it out. Well, the computer was definitely bad.
The PCM?
Was.
Oh.
Before.
So the PCM
This one's definitely bad.
Well, yeah, look at the corrosion on it too.
Well, that's normal for being underneath.
Right.
Kind of makes me want to plug it in and see if we can get it to start up.
Seriously?
I'm that idiot. I like their little things.
Well, yeah, I'm going to take that one apart, see what's what, and video that too eventually. Because they don't want a course.
It's not letting me get any information at all. AC, spark retard, high purge, fuel pump, root status. Yeah, it's not letting me get anything.
But for a previous video I've done on this, with the mileage on my car, that it was time for me to change out the PCM anyway.
Still throwing that B1000 code.
It's a B1000 code. And what is that again, please?
Typically, it's a failed circuit in the computer.
Right. There's that anti-theft device right there. Starter solenoid up here. Now that little bit of leak I'll fix later. I'll get a screwdriver for that. So we're going to pause. Okay, obviously I'm back. My buddy's still here, and we're looking into now being the wiring harness for the ignition switch. It's not letting the connection or making the connection to relay the message from the switch to the PCM to the starter. That may have been the whole problem. So I will let you know as he's doing this, and he's just looking up information right now. Stand by. Thanks for your patience. Okay, everyone, we're 20 minutes into this, and thank you for your patience. My buddy has left, and he got it down to with a remote starter button. The motor turns over and starts, as you heard it, and if you didn't, it does. And it's between now the PCM, which we believe now is bad, it's got a glitch in it because the switch actually connects the circuit, but I'm going to swap out the switch wiring harness connection anyway. And if that don't do it, another PCM, and I'll bring that update to you. I apologize so dearly that this has to be in so many parts. We're looking at 2.5 hours into this now. I figured it'd take 3 hours or more, and if my looks up the way it's going to. And now, if this happens to you, and with being a stick shift, and these cars not all that popular, but I got the stick shift version, but I like it, that you can cut through all the chase, go right to the source of the problem, and fix it. That's what part of my channel is all about. So on that note, keep the wrenches turning, easy on the fingers, and I will bring you updates as I get them done and see what progress I am making. Thanks again, everyone, and hope this helped you out. Sorry about the vague information, but I can only do so much. I don't do the computer part. I'm the old school mechanical part of it, but I'm learning. As I said in prior videos on this, that even the certified mechanics, technicians, they go back to be retrained, reschooled, updated, and I'm doing the same, but I'm just not getting paid for it. But, yep, that's the way it went in my life. I was by the retired ones in the military, Marine, Army, Air Force mechanics back in the day. I wouldn't trade my experience for anything and what I'm learning now. So on that note, keep in touch, keep tuning in, and I will talk to you later. Thanks a lot, everyone. Bye.